Stop scrolling for a second, because what's happening in Atlanta right now isn't just gossip, it's heartbreak on full display. What started as quiet whispers has turned into a full-blown storm tearing through one of hip-hop's most famous families. Inside a mansion once filled with love, music, and laughter, everything has fallen apart. What used to be a symbol of power now echoes with anger, betrayal, and regret. T.I., the man once called the King of the South, is pacing through his home like a storm that's ready to explode. His phone won't stop buzzing, missed calls, blog notifications, and messages that make his chest tighten with disbelief. The name Shekinah flashes across his screen again and again like a curse. And the rumor spreading across Atlanta. That Tiny, the woman he's loved and fought for over decades, made a decision that shattered their world, a decision involving Shekinah's pregnancy and whispers that T.I. might have been connected to it. Nobody knows what's real anymore. The streets are talking, social media is in flames, and the internet is feeding on every detail. Hashtags like hashtag #TinyCrossTheLine and hashtag #TISnaps are trending everywhere. Fans are picking sides, arguing over what really happened, while those closest to the family are staying silent. Inside the house, the pain is raw. Tiny stands in the hallway, mascara smudged, shaking but defiant. "I had to do it," she whispers, her voice trembling. "I had to protect my family." But protect them from what? Pain, shame, or herself? Down the hall, T.I. breathes heavily, his hands clenched, his world spinning. His rage isn't just about betrayal, it's about losing control of the image he built, the empire he worked for, the love he thought was unbreakable. Meanwhile, across the city, Shekinah sits in a dark room, her face pale and eyes swollen. Her phone lights up non-stop, DMS, comments, blog posts, and hateful messages. Everyone online has an opinion. Screenshots and so-called receipts spread faster than the truth ever could. She's being called everything, homewrecker, victim, liar, but the truth is buried under chaos. She opens Twitter and types just 4 words: "I didn't deserve this." Within minutes, the post explodes. Thousands of people react. Some send love, others send hate, but everyone's watching. Back at the mansion, T.I. and Tiny barely speak. The silence between them says everything. He finally mutters, "You didn't save the family. You buried it." His voice cracks with pain, not anger. She looks up, tears in her eyes, and whispers, "I did what I thought was right." But T.I. slams his hand on the counter, glass shattering. "You don't fix betrayal with destruction," he growls. Outside, paparazzi cameras flash through the windows, catching his shadow mid-outburst. Within minutes, the photo is online with the caption T.I. loses control, police called to mansion. The internet doesn't wait for facts, it creates its own story. By morning, the whole city is buzzing. Bloggers go live, talk shows pick up the story, and fans dissect every rumor like detectives. Some claim Tiny confronted Shekinah in person. Others say T.I. found out too late. Nobody can confirm anything, but everyone's talking. Tiny's team releases a short statement asking for privacy, but privacy doesn't exist anymore. T.I. scrolls through the chaos until the words blur. Every headline feels like a knife. Tiny ends pregnancy, T.I. furious, Atlanta power couple on the brink. He shuts his phone off, whispering, "They don't care about truth. They care about the show." Then he throws the phone against the wall, the sound echoing like thunder. Tiny flinches but doesn't move. For the first time, she looks small and broken. Across town, Shekinah finally goes live. Her voice shakes as she says, "I didn't betray nobody. I just didn't deserve to lose something that wasn't about fame." The comments pour in, some cruel, some kind, but one message stands out, pinned at the top: "The truth always hurts the one who hides it." And just like that, Atlanta's biggest secret is no longer a secret at all. What once looked like love and loyalty now lies in ruins, and everyone's watching it fall apart in real time. Across the city, Tiny sat on her couch, scrolling through Shekinah's live video, her hand trembling with every tear that fell from her friend's face. The words, "I didn't deserve this," repeated in her mind like a haunting echo. She looked up at T.I., standing by the balcony, his face unreadable, his silence heavier than any answer. "You think she's lying?" she asked softly. He didn't respond, he didn't have to. His silence said everything. By noon, Atlanta was drowning in chaos. Billboards that once showed luxury brands were now filled with memes and gossip headlines. News channels interrupted regular shows with breaking updates. Hashtags like #TinyCrossTheLine, #JusticeForShekinah, and #TI Breakdown covered every feed. Social media had turned their family pain into public entertainment. Tiny's PR team tried to spin the story, releasing statements about stress, mental health, and family protection, but nobody believed it. The internet had already decided who was the villain, and it was Tiny. Soon, screenshots of private group chats leaked online. One message, supposedly from Tiny, said, "I told her to stay away from him. She didn't listen. I had to handle it." Blogs ran with it like it was gospel, plastering headlines like "Tiny confesses" across every platform. Whether real or fake didn't matter anymore, the world had already made up its mind. At 3 p.m. T.I. finally left the mansion for the first time in a full day. The moment he stepped outside, cameras swarmed him. Reporters shouted questions. "Tip, any comment? Are you leaving Tiny? Are you pressing charges?" The noise was deafening. He kept walking, hoodie pulled low, fists tight. He said nothing. But when he finally got into his car, a single tear rolled down his cheek, something no camera captured. Meanwhile, across town, Shekinah received a chilling message from an unknown number: "They are not done with you yet. Stay quiet." Fear ran through her veins. She deleted it immediately, but the feeling of dread didn't fade. That night, the city that once loved this trio whispered their downfall in every bar and restaurant. People traded their tragedy like gossip currency, everyone had a theory, and everyone wanted to be part of the story. Back at the mansion, T.I. stood in his recording studio surrounded by gold records, the very trophies that once meant everything. Music had always been his escape, but now, even that sounded hollow. He looked at the microphone and muttered, "The whole world's watching, and I can't even speak my truth." Tiny appeared at the doorway, her shadow faint in the neon glow. "You think I don't feel it too?" she whispered. He looked up, eyes filled with pain. "You didn't just hurt her. You hurt me. You took away the choice." Tears filled her eyes, but she stayed silent. Any apology would sound fake. Any word would sound rehearsed. Downstairs, the TV blared, "Atlanta royalty crumbles, divorce imminent." The footage of their once happy family flashed on the screen, now turned into cruel irony. On TikTok, edits of Tiny crying went viral with captions like "Loyalty doesn't mean silence." Within hours, the couple's heartbreak had become internet entertainment. Then, just after midnight, a video leaked. The thumbnail alone caused chaos, blurred figures, angry voices, a woman crying in the background. The title read, "Inside T.I. and Tiny's Explosive Confrontation." Within minutes, millions clicked. The clip opened with T.I.'s voice, angry, breaking, "You crossed every line, Tiny." Her reply was trembling but firm, "I did what you wouldn't." In the background, a sobbing woman whispered, "Please stop." Viewers swore it was Shekinah. Whether it was real or fake didn't matter, the internet treated it as truth. By sunrise, the video had 5 million views. Every platform, every talk show, every gossip channel dissected it like evidence in a crime case. Headlines read, "Tiny's secret exposed," and T.I. snaps on camera. The world wasn't just watching, they were consuming their pain. T.I. hadn't slept. His eyes were red, hands shaking as he read headlines that painted him as broken and cruel. His publicist begged him to deny everything, but he couldn't. "I'm done lying," he whispered. "Let the truth burn." Downstairs, Tiny scrolled through death threats and sympathy messages that blended into one endless blur. "I can't breathe anymore," she whispered, clutching her chest. Meanwhile, Shekinah's world was collapsing too. Her name had become a trending topic, her pain turned into memes. She couldn't even step outside without paparazzi waiting. Finally, she posted on social media, "They took something from me I can never get back. No apology will ever fix that." Within minutes, it exploded, millions of likes, celebrity reposts, endless debate. T.I. saw the post and whispered, "It's over." He stepped onto the balcony, looking over the glowing city. Tiny joined him quietly, tears in her eyes. "I never meant for it to go this far," she said. He turned away. "You ended something I didn't even know was broken." The silence between them was louder than any fight. Outside, drones circled the mansion, their blinking red lights capturing the last remnants of a love story falling apart. The world kept watching, recording, and judging. Even their heartbreak had become content. And as the night stretched on, one truth became clear: this wasn't just a scandal anymore. It was a warning. In a world where pain becomes profit and heartbreak becomes hashtags, love doesn't heal, it trends.